Hello, welcome back to the Spider's Web, and in this video we're going to be painting this fella. This is Odysseus. This is the guy who the word Odyssey comes from, meaning long voyage, because he got stranded after the not stranded, but he got waylaid, as it were, after the Trojan War, because he was bragging about how good he was, and Poseidon cursed him and told him he'd never return home, and he managed it eventually, but there we are, that's a different matter. We are painting this fella, so let's get on with it, shall we? Starting off with, as our usual is, with skin tone. I think, no, I don't want that one, not quite what I'm looking for. Where are we, where are we, where are we? I got one of those already. I have, no, I don't want those. Oh, what the heck. Let's go with this one. It's one we use quite often anyway, Bugman's Glow. We can always alter it as it goes on. Not sure whether it is actually a skin tone or whatever, but it will do the job for what we want. There's a great amount of skin on show with Odysseus, the King of Ithaca. So just loosen our brush and we'll get cracking. So we have skin tone up here, along with to work out what's here, to be honest. I'm having trouble trying to pick out details. That's the skin tone done. Next we have the leather armour. I'm not going to do it all in metal and stuff like that. I'm going to use metal armour, not metal armour, leather armour. And for that, the colour I've chosen is Scrag Brown. going to put a little bit of this on our palette. And into that, because we don't just want it spread brown, let's try and make it a slightly more redder colour. We're going to be using corn red. Just a touch, we don't want to go too heavy with this. Yeah, that will do the job. Trying to work out whether, I think looking at it, that is metal. I think that is a metal breastplate. So what we'll do, we're still going to use this colour. And we'll use it on these. You know, the thing is, when you look at certain things, you've got your ideas what you'd like to do, and when you actually come to look closer, you realise that those ideas may not work. So you have to change your ideas. Be flexible. What I'm going to actually do is just fill in and paint all the areas here. And I'm going to then try and fill in the insides of them. There we are. I'm going to change the colour slightly by adding in a little bit of the Bugman's Glow. I don't know whether it's going to be too similar, but we can always change the look later on. And I think that is it. There we go. I'm also going to use that colour for this strap that is for the quiver of arrows, and also for this strap as well. There we go. I think that is all I can use here. Next, for the sandals, I'm going to use a little bit of Doombull Brown. I'll use that colour. A little bit of that on the palette, mixing a little bit of the Bugman's Glow into it, just to change the colour somewhat. Also pop a little bit of that colour in as well. You may have noticed that there's a lot of browns going on here, which is usually the case when I'm painting certain types of mini. I don't necessarily want a lot of That's the word I'm looking for. Brightly coloured clothing. My theory is that they would be working with cloth and leather and more man-made things, so there will be more earth tones rather than brightly coloured. I may be wrong on that respect, but that's my theory. My models, I'm painting them, so nobody can tell me I'm wrong. I may be historically inaccurate, which is one thing, but I'm not wrong in the way I'm painting them, because I'm painting them the way I want to paint them, because they are my models. There we go. Next, as I said, we're going to have that as a metal breastplate. So we need to paint that, the axe head, these shin guards, and the shield, and the helmet. And we'll do that as we usually do with Warplock bronze. So we'll get some of that on our palette. I'm going to have to make a list of paints that I need to replace. I'm going to replace them. Dear Lord. Okay, so the breastplate first. I'm going to do something slightly different with this one. You know, for the Spartai I did with like a blue cape. The Spartans I did with red capes. Slightly different with this one. Not sure yet what I'm going to do, but I'll think about it. I don't want to make them all look similar. Okay, what do we need to do next? That little skirty thing underneath the other skirty thing is passed. For that I'm going to use Ushabti bone. There's not much of it, so I'm just going to go straight into the pot. we've got the main part's done now. All that needs to do is the cape. The bow, the quiver. As you can see what we need to do. No, it's not hard painting, it just takes some practice. Next, let's do the cape. Tell you what I'll do, just for a change. When I can find it. Where are you, where are you, where are you? Are you hiding under there? Yes, you are. We're going to be using Caliban green. Give him a green cape. There we go. Need to do some touching up on the skin tone, so I'll do that after I've painted the cape, because I don't want to do it now and then have to go back and do it again when I've finished painting the cape. And final bit to do is just this shoulder here, which had all the horrible mole lines on. To try and make sure that I cover everything. And then once I've done this, I'm going to go back into the skin tone and then touch up the flesh areas that I've missed and gone over. There we have it. And there's a little bit there which I can't get out with this brush, so I'm going to just dry it off and get this little one just there we go. Let's have a quick. We can see if I've missed anywhere at all. You can see a few places where it's not covered. There's ones I would like, but that's fine. Okay, so we're going to go back into the skin tone, which we are going to do now, and let's just have a look. Places that need just a little bit of a touch up. There isn't actually that much that needs doing. It's I don't seem to have gone over with the green or any other colour onto the skin tone. It's just I've missed certain places. But I want to try gone up the lines, as it were. Sorted. Next job. The gloves, which I'm going to do in Rhinoxide. Just straight Rhinoxide, there's not much of them. So again, straight out of the tub. A damp but not wet brush. And just go over alright. Just make sure again that you've got everywhere. And this will soon be it. The next job is the quiver and the bow. I'll do the quiver first. And I think with that we're going to take a bit of a a bit of a leaf from the Capes book, and we're going to go with a shade of green. I'm not going to go as dark or as vivid as the Caliban green. I think for this we'll use not that one, not this one. Give it a good shake. Castellan green. Tap brush. missed something, but I'm not sure what I've missed exactly. I think it's the breastplate. I'm going to paint all of this, but I'm going to come back and change the shade of the rim here. I don't want it exactly the same as the rest of the quiver. Yep. So I'm just going to go back into the warplot bronze. I've noticed I shouldn't have painted all of that warplot bronze, but oh good. Never mind. I'm going to come back over these. Alright, and now we will do the bow, and for that we're going to take a mix, you'll be surprised to learn, of dryad bark, get a bit of that on the pallets, and I'm also going to add some of the green. Why am I using this detail brush to put paint on the pallets? I don't know. And we're just going to go straight down. And there we are. I'm enjoying painting these. I'm using a very limited palette for this set of minis. I tend to using the same or similar paints all the time, and I'm hoping you're liking the results. I'm just wanting to show that you don't have to have a shed load of paint in order to do any of these. I do add the odd colour in every now and again, like in this case the greens, but the majority are done in brown tones, very earthy tones. Going over his thumb, but again, that's an issue. Okay, that's his bow done. And I think, oh, his axe handle. I'll do that in this colour as well. And I think this is the part where we look at it and say, time for a wash. And what wash are we going to use this time? I'm just going to give it a couple of seconds for that axe handle to dry. But I'm thinking, just for a bit of fun, I might go, when I can find it, I'm sure I have it somewhere. I put it away. Keelia green shade. Everywhere. So we'll start off on the cape. Now I may need to come back and give this a second wash, and if I don't like the colour things have gone, I may give a different wash altogether. Now in some areas I will need to give a second wash. Even doing the skin. The bead I haven't touched yet, so I'm not really too bothered about covering that. Why are you doing it in green, you ask? The answer is very simple. I haven't used this colour for a while, so I thought I'd give it a bash. There's no thought going into it at all, I'm just trying it. See what the effect is like. Because I know that if you use green on a reddish wash, a green wash over red or flesh tone, it gives an incredibly nice shadow detail. So that's how we're going to work with this. As I said, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it's an adjustment we have to make. I'm trying not to let it pool too much. I may need to come along afterwards and give the cape another wash, because it's not quite as dark as I was hoping. I may even go over the cape in black yet, I don't know. No while. But we'll see how that works, and when we come back we will finish off. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Until next time, as always, take care, God bless, and bye for now.